Hello everyone, Cretaceous Zilla here, back with a video, and today is going to be a very special video, because today I'll be doing a top 10 list. Yes, I haven't done one of these in quite a while, so I'll be doing a top 10 list of what I think Bandai should make for their Godzilla figures in their Movie Monster series line. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of the Bandai Godzilla figures from Movie Monster series. I've been collecting so much over the years, and I really love the line. I think that, you know, having full vinyl Godzilla figures is just amazing, and I'm a huge collector of them. I think that's probably the one thing I'll collect till the day I die, is the Bandai Movie Monster series figures. I know there are some problems with them, but I don't really care. I'm just a huge fan of these. But today we're going to be talking about what I think the top 10 Bandai Movie Monster series Godzilla monsters they should make in the line. Just so people know, this is my own opinion. There are a lot of monsters to choose from. So anyway, let's just start off with the list. At number 10, we have the male and female Muto. Well, I mostly want the female Muto because we already did get the male Muto in 2014. However, that figure is very expensive, unfortunately. But it would be just so cool to have the male and female Muto from Godzilla 2014. Unfortunately, I know Bandai won't do it because they don't do monsters based on the Monsterverse. They mostly do Toho creatures. But I mean, if they did the 2014 Muto, the male Muto, sorry, then surely you can get us a male Muto and a female Muto to re-release for the Movie Monster series line. Plus, they did a much smaller female Muto in 2014 as well. Anyway, next up at number 9 is the Showa Ghidorah. Even though I don't really like the design of this Ghidorah, I still really do feel like the Showa Ghidorah definitely needs its own figure, particularly because we're getting a lot of Showa stuff in the Movie Monster series line, especially it being a Godzilla store exclusive, I reckon. We did have, in past, we did have some Bandai Showa Ghidorah figures in the past. However, they were a very long time ago, and I feel like we should get a new Showa Ghidorah figure, because Bandai has shown that they are keen to make a Showa Ghidorah figure, so I feel like we'll definitely be getting this guy this year because it's this guy's 60th year anniversary. At number 8, we have Godzilla GMK. Yeah, that's right, I want a smaller Bandai Movie Monster series of Godzilla GMK. That would be so awesome. We already did get in the past, we did get a GMK Godzilla figure, however, it was huge. And we also have the Bandai Creations one, which in my opinion doesn't really look that well. So I reckon we need a Bandai Movie Monster series, GMK Godzilla, for the Movie Monster series. And speaking of GMK, at number 7 we have Baragon GMK. I really love Baragon in this movie, and I feel like we should get a Movie Monster series figure. There is another giant figure of this guy. However, unfortunately, he's very rare to find, and he's really expensive. Honestly, I feel like just throwing in all the GMK figures into the Movie Monster series line, because there isn't smaller versions of these figures. Well, there is, but you're going to have to, they're from Bandai Creation. But coming in at number 5, we have King Kong from King Kong vs. Godzilla. And I know there is an original figure to this guy, but he's very pricey. He's like close to $200, which is crazy. But I know Bandai has done a King Kong figure for their Monsterverse line with their Kong figure. However, it would be awesome to see the King Kong vs. Godzilla King Kong to be in the Bandai Movie Monster series line, particularly those who don't have the original version, which is really expensive. At number 5, we have Godzilla 1962 from King Kong vs. Godzilla, the original. Honestly, this guy definitely deserves a figure out of all the Godzilla reincarnations in the past, especially having it with the King Kong figure if we're ever going to get one. There has been a memorial box guy of this guy, and there's also been another figure, a vintage one, from the 80s and 90s. However, they're very rare to find, and they're very pricey. Honestly, it would be so awesome to have a Godzilla 62, and it's one of my favorite Godzilla suits, so please Bandai, make a figure. At number 4, we have Kamakuras, and Kamakuras hasn't had a figure ever since the 90s or 80s with this Kamakuras figure, which as you can tell is very rare to find and very pricey. So, we need another new Kamakuras figure, probably based on the Showa Kamakuras. However, I am fine with the Final Wars Kamakuras, because I know Bandai is doing the Final Wars line to this day. So, I don't mind which Kamakuras figure, just as long as we get Kamakuras. At number 3, we have Gabara. I know he's not the greatest kaiju, but he hasn't ever had a figure though from Bandai or from any other company. The only company that has ever made a Gabara figure is YMSF with their Gabara figure. However, it is very pricey and very expensive, and it's also very rare to find. So I really want a Gabara figure. hope Bandai does make a Gabara figure, because this is pretty much Godzilla's Revenge 55-year anniversary this year. And because we got Manila this year, may as well get a Gabara figure to bully him. So anyway, want a Gabara figure, Bandai. At number 2, we have King Caesar. And because this is King Caesar's 50th year anniversary this year, let's get a King Caesar figure. Bandai has used the mold for Bandai Creations, and as well as the vintage one from the 80s and 90s. However, they haven't made a modern King Caesar figure. So please, Bandai, please make a King Caesar figure and I'll definitely take it. But however, the number 1 spot goes to Zilla, or Godzilla 1998. It's been long overdue, Bandai. It is so long, Godzilla 1998, and we have never got a figure of this guy, even in the Final Wars line. There have been some small little Zilla figures by Bandai, however, they're really small. The fans have been dying for a Zilla figure, pretty much just an 8-inch maybe, or 6-inch Zilla figure. Come on, Bandai. I know you have the model to it with all the other small candy toy figures, but we really need a full-on 6-inch Zilla figure. Now, I don't know if there's any rights with, TriStar with all that, but please, Bandai, you can make the Zilla from Final Wars as a figure, so why don't you just give us a damn Zilla figure? It's been long overdue. Anyways, that's my number 1 is Zilla. Please, Bandai, make Zilla. But anyways, that's it for my list. What do you guys think? And what are your lists of what movie monster series figures do you want in the comments down below? And if Bandai is listening to this video, please make all these figures and then I'll go broke, okay? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you on the next adventure.